Pattaya. The city, Pattaya. The city of many, many reputations. You probably know what I'm talking about. There's two real sides to Pattaya. The vanilla tourist side to it, where if you're a couple or a young family, you can have lots of fun. There's gorgeous places to see, relatively nice beaches, great day trip opportunities to animal sanctuaries or boat trips, day trips, stuff like that. And then there's the side of pure debauchery, guys. Like Walking Street or LK metro area / Tree Town. Great food as well, obviously, in those places. Or Soy 6 or any other number of the soys with, you know, the bars and stuff like that. But you know, and I've kind of explored both sides, and let me tell you guys, it does live up to the reputation. I'm not gonna lie, it really lives up to both reputations. Beautiful place, beautiful people, good food, kind of like all of Thailand. I mean, now we've been at a couple places and the people are amazing everywhere. That I can't say anything. The tourism side of Pattaya, you know, it's a beach town, right, guys? It's a beach town, so you're gonna have a lot of beach scenery, a lot of things catered to beaches, like nice little terraces, restaurants with nice views. There's some very nice hotels with some sky bars and sky pools that you can also go to if that's your thing. Or you can also find very cheap hotels, even though it's a big kind of tourist, not a tourist trap, but it's touristy. But you can find some hotels, like the hotels I've been staying in, for about 20-30 bucks a night. And it's not a hostel, like I'm talking very decent rooms, very clean. And the other side, the party side, so to speak, well, there's two sides to that too. There's a portion where you can go to regular bars and play pool and everything, and see a lot of other foreigners there, or local Thai people as well. There's a very nice club called Yes Club or Hollywood Club that are more local Thai spots. They're more in northern Pattaya. Then you have the more tourist trap place to go out, which is basically like Walking Street. And it's kind of expensive though on Walking Street. It really is kind of a tourist trap. But the clubs are very nice. A few that come to mind, Mist and 808 were my favorites because they play really good hip-hop music. Sometimes EDM, but mostly hip-hop music. The other clubs kind of play some weird like remixes to songs that everybody knows. And me, when I go out dancing and stuff like that, I like to know the songs and I like to dance mostly to hip-hop. But to each their own, right? You guys may like the EDM and heavy techno stuff like that. So there's something for everybody on Walking Street. One of my favorite areas though is LK Metro. You'll see a lot of YouTubers do a lot of content on LK Metro. I will show you guys. There's a lot of foreigner bars there. You know, you can find like a Swedish bar, a Norwegian bar, English bar, stuff like that. There's a lot of good food. And it's kind of one of those neighborhoods where you have like massage place restaurants, you know? But at night it gets pretty lively. There's this whole area too, a pretty debaucherous area where I could film, but it's really frowned upon, you know what I mean? And I'm not sure I want to do that type of content anyways. I'd rather just tell you guys, if it's your thing, perfect, go there and check it out. But if it's not, you know, then I'm not going to bombard you guys with it. So today what we're going to do, we're going to try to find a little scooter place. Up here, and rent a scooter because I want to go sightseeing a bit. Here we go. Okay. Oh yeah. Look, okay. Sawadee Cup. Sawadee Cup. Can I rent one scooter? Ah, with him, the boss. Ah, okay, this is the big boss. You know how much for one day? 300 baht. Ah, okay. So it's not bad, guys. It's like 300 baht, which is like 10 US dollars, something like that. Because I need one, because basically, well, I don't need one, but to get a taxi to the couple places where I'm going to go today, it would probably be more than that anyway, so I'd rather just rent a scooter for the day, even though I'm not used to the whole left-hand drive. So I guess if we die or something, you know what I mean, guys? Well, it's been a short but fun YouTube career so far. So this will actually be the second time that I drive left-handed. The first time was in England, but about 10 years ago. So, yeah. So let's talk to the boss here, and let's get one of these bad boys, yeah? Okay guys, now we are on the moped. Don't do this, guys. It's very fucking dangerous. It's a good thing I'm like the motorcycle champion, Valentino Rossi. You know this guy? I used to watch him so much when I was young. Italian guy. Grand Prix champion. Many times over. He's like the Michael Schumacher of speed bikes. So now we're going to the temple. I hope you guys can hear me, because I don't have the professional microphone YouTuber setup, you know? So yeah, we're going to go to the temple and try not to die in the process. Oh, sorry guys. And yeah, take a look. Okay guys, so we just arrived to the Sanctuary of Truth, the nicest temple in Pattaya, entirely hand-carved of wood, piece by piece. They have to continuously update the structure because of the salt water right on the ocean. It degrades the wood and they have to redo the pieces one after one. Sorry about this sound. Look at
천사가
this.
꽃을 들며 말을 타고 비둘기가 손에 매달리는 것, 덕목을 통해 다양한 활동을 결합하여 사회를 평화롭게 만들 것입니다.
That has to be one of the most impressive structures that I've ever seen in my life, guys. Wow. It's over 100 meters tall. Let's go check it out, yeah? As you can see. Hello. As you can see, there's many other white people here like me. It's a tourist spot. And we're going to see a temple. If you guys can see, I'm wearing the... You have to have a bit longer shorts. You can't show the knees. This is kind of the same in most Buddhist temples or even Muslim temples. And they gave me, I was lucky, they gave me the... I think this is like Versace or Gucci or something designer like that. The Thai Gucci, you know? So now we're gonna go down the stairs. See, there's a lot of... Sawadee Kap! Kapung Kap! Okay. Look now, boys. I guess they think I'm an engineer. Maybe I can help them with the structure of the temple. Here, I give you guys a little tease. Oh, nice one. Okay, so I want to say separate from the group a bit. So I can walk you guys through this. This is an old wooden temple. Well, I mean, I guess it's not so old. Maybe it's only like, 50. I think it was made, the site was open in 1981 for tourists. But I believe the temple dates back to the early 40s and 50s. Still beautiful though. I mean, it's 112 meters. For all you US guys, that's about 350 feet-ish tall. All carved from wood. It's kind of like a little sanctuary amidst the city. I really like it. This is the engineer group, as you can see. We're all licensed contractors. I assume they've hired us to do the renovations here. Wow. It's like a guided tour, but to be completely honest with you guys, I haven't really seen the guide. And I think he's in front giving all the information, but as you guys are gonna see, I kind of like to, you know, get off the beaten path here. All right. Oh, this is the workshop where they're gonna put us to work with the hard hats, I assume. So the reason they gave us this, I just understood, is they make that gigantic temple that we're about to see, piece by piece, hand sculpted. Look. So look at the design work. So she says on average it takes about two to 3 weeks to bring one of these. The museum is still under construction. It's been under construction for the past 40 years. It's a museum temple. And it's been under construction for the last 40 years and they're still working on it. So now I don't know why we got the hard hats on. Because it's like piece by piece. Oh, here we have like a replica, like a small scale replica.
So they are just using nails temporarily and later on they're going to remove that. So I would like to show you some of the example of the woodshop techniques that we are using here. So we go decide here, everyone. This right here.
And
Don't worry, everyone. After I
shot.
explain to you, I'm gonna give you time so I can turn it, okay?
Wow.
This right here. And this right here. Okay.
So
These are some of the examples of
I really love places of worship like this. There's just something about it to where it's some of the most beautiful architecture usually that you find in the world. You know, like modern condos and like skyscraper buildings and stuff like that, like the Burj Khalifa or whatever when I went to Dubai. It's impressive, don't get me wrong, it's impressive. But there's just something about a spiritual place of worship that you know that there was just, it's more than engineering, you know what I mean? It's just there's a lot of history and artistry behind it, and every place has a story, like whether it's a mosque or a Buddhist temple or some of the great Catholic churches or Anglican or Protestant churches or Orthodox churches of Europe, like they all have something of a story, and it's always intertangled with some war or kingdom, or you know what I mean, guys? Like the story goes so much deeper. And that's why I love coming to places like this, because each of them has their own story. And like I was saying in the other vlog, like I'm a bit of a history freak. Like I just love learning about stuff. I don't know if you guys are the same, but rather than just seeing it, I love learning about things. So yeah, we're gonna go through this. Here we have the team of engineers assembled. I guess they're taking pictures of each other because they're seeing how great their work is. Look at this beautiful team of engineers here. Those are the Indian guys. They must be doing like the IT, you know. Okay, so we're inside the temple. I can say hands down because I've seen quite a few of them. This is one of the nicest temples I've ever seen. Every single inch almost is carved out of wood. And what they explained to me in true Buddhist fashion is they carved it from wood to represent the temporalness. So the fact that it doesn't last forever, kind of like the human body. And if you guys didn't see, here I'll show you. The temple is sitting right off of the ocean. And as a result, with the salt water and the warm air, which brings the salt, the humidity and the salt air, it erodes the wood. So if you hear behind me, there's always hammers. So the people are always working to update the structure. They gave me, because of that, because these are each individually carved, here I'll show you because there are individually carved pieces and blocks, and a lot of them are now 30, 40 years old. Well, you can imagine that I assume people are meant to wear these hats now, because there perhaps was one or two accidents in which a piece fell. There's a guide behind me and she was explaining to me. But yeah, so I mean, there is actually two religions represented here. We have a lot of imagery from Buddhism, but we also have a lot of imagery from the Hindu religion and whatnot. There's a lot of sculptures of the Hindu gods here too. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now let me pan around and show you guys a bit. Every single inch, guys. And a lot of the columns, like, look, there's characters built in and everything. This is like the grand hall area. And if you look, some of the columns, they tell like a story. I love this. It tells like a story of how it was built. The imagery behind it. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous stuff. Everywhere you look has been individually carved in wood. A lot of the pieces, the oldest the pieces are 40, 50 years old. The newest that they are could be they could have put them up yesterday, but they're continuously replacing them. You see, sometimes there starts to be cracks formed in the pieces, and I assume they have to replace them when the cracks get to be structurally. But this is really one of my favorite temples that I've ever seen, guys. Very, very impressive. I know on video it's always tough to get a sense of scale, but it's just massive, absolutely massive. And right behind it here, it's funny, it's kind of like nested on the corner, on the tip of a little peninsula in Pattaya here. And you can see condos out in the distance and like hotels, but this is kind of like stashed away. Oh, the elefantos. The elefantos. Now I know there's a lot of debate between whether it's ethical or not to ride the elephants and the history behind it and everything like that. And I agree to a certain point, guys. I really do. Like, you shouldn't, this is part, it's not directly of the tour, but you can ride the elephants if you want as well. I want to go pet elephants and feed them, not necessarily ride them, but there is a part of it that is sad with the history and everything like that. I do agree with you guys, but you have to admit that I would rather an elephant be doing that for the end of its life rather than working in the logging camps or doing construction work and stuff like that until the end of its life, you know? At least here, I know it's like the lesser of two evils, right? But I would prefer that. So, you know. But I like the free range. We're gonna go see on Phuket Island. We're gonna go see a free range elephant sanctuary where the elephants are free to roam. You can feed them but not ride them. And those are the people that I'd rather give my money to in terms of paying to have anything to do with elephants, you know what I mean? We're back to the engineering tours now. Okay guys, so this is wrapping up the tour of the temple. Look at this. And here we have the elephantos. Look at this cutie. What a cutie. Yes, good boy or girl. I don't know how to tell. Oh. Well, signing off. I will see you guys in the next one. I love you guys.